is you have, unabridgable rights. You have inalienable rights, unalienable rights. Every man, every woman.
Fuck you! Make me! Fuck you! Make me!
And they have their legal society. So if a man or a woman that's not part of the legal society, not qualified to use their codifications, their legal codes.
Fuck you! Make me! Fuck you! Make me!
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hey, King. Oh, here we go. So, if you noticed, I noticed your notice is the notice of my show. No, you didn't notice because it's worded wrong because Streamlabs fucks me around. Yeah, it's crazy. So I have to change the title and everything after I do the show. But whatever. Hey, so yeah, George. So something I did wish to talk about actually is I noticed I noticed folks templating. Now, don't believe me, don't listen to me, don't take my advice, all right? But this is my free expression, all right? This is what I believe, what I witnessed to be true, what I was warned about back in the day. And I see a lot of this going on again. You guys in your fucking templates, right? Template. Well, let's talk about this for a second. You guys with your templates, you all think that your piece of paper is some magical mystery tour that is going to fly you away into freedom and be let alone forever and ever, which is bullshit. Okay? Any document you create, any document you claim to create, you will be tested. You will pass through the fire. You're either going to come out as a burnt, useless piece of fucking paper, or you're going to come out as refined gold. Which is it? Which do you prefer? Because you will pass through the fire. Everybody's going to be passed through the fire. Like during this time that we're at now, this is way worse than it's ever been. Okay, this is just a blatant, NWO takeover with the human dupes. Demonically inspired human dupes that have sold their soul for pittance to steal yours. That's what's going on here. Now, on a common law of land, we believe that our forebears built us public court buildings so that you and I may hold court. And of course, all the persons running around the free world think that the legal society built the court buildings and that we are special guests privileged to enter the public building for which our forefathers built us, and that's just not the way it is. Those are our public court buildings. Yes, the fourth branch of government does occupy those, and so does the legal society. It's funny how that works. Had a weirdo progressive left-winger say, we don't have a fourth branch of government, that's the U.S. It's just crazy, man, what people don't fucking know, spout off and don't know. Anyways, I did notice as of folks, and I noticed fucking templates like crazy. I remember back in the day people selling templates, and you're going to back this template up? You're going to be able to stand at a public venue, right? Be harassed, tormented, ridiculed, browbeat, bullied, insulted at this said venue and stand as a man when you operate in templates? If you are a woman, if you're the woman that you claim to be, where the fuck is the document you authored? Now, the reason I'm coming unglued on this, well, not unglued, but the reason I'm getting in your fucking face about this shit is because if you were woman enough or man enough to stand at a public venue, to stand, not maintain a position, but stand, you would be man enough or woman enough to write your own document. Now, how many of these template documents do you think are going to run through the courts before the legal society figures out what the fuck you guys are doing? 2, 3, 4 dozen? And before, it's going to take, if you can't even write your own fucking document for court, a basic notice to let them know that there's a man or a woman at court, you can't do that. You expect to stand on a template? Like, is this why? Is this why everybody's so fucked up in the world right now over this pandemic? Is this why everybody's been sold a lot of goods that ain't no good? Is this why so many grifters are able to come through our public and civil service and just fuck people over and do surgeries on your kids without your permission, to get thrown in jail for contempt, not knowing what court, what jurisdiction you're at? Smarten the fuck up. Now, if you look at other people's templates and you do wish to get the idea of what suits your needs at the time, and then be able to produce your own, to write your own. I'll just do another show here. I've been seeing templates everywhere, and it's just pissing me off. People are just going to get hurt. So, and if you're in that learning phase and trying to get the idea of trying to get your mind wrapped around, what you are, who you are, that's one thing. But to go ahead and use, and then how many people in past times who got sucked into these fucking templates, and ended up in jail, ended up in prison, So listen, the important thing I'm saying here is paperwork might be 10% of a whole case. All right? It's how you act, how you hold the day, how you carry the day is what matters when you stand at court. That's why those folks said, "Oh, I won't cross the bar, it's admiralty, blah, 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 military, blah, blah, blah," and act the fool at a public venue, at a public court building, while they end up in orange suits and chains. Because they don't even know, they're just repeating shit they learned, and they don't understand who they are or the manner of land this is. This is a common law of land, guys. Yes, is there room for mistakes? You bet there is. But when a man or a woman authors a document and stands on the document, and when you act on that document, and see, that's the most important thing. You can put a template at court, and then once you get quizzed on that, how are you going to act? How are you going to stand? How can you even believe in that document when you didn't write it? You didn't know enough to be able to actually create that thing. If you're that far down that you can't create your own. That's the most important thing, making sure that you author your own shit. And then when you author your own shit, your body, your mind, your soul, everything goes into that document. And now that becomes a living document. It's a 3D living document. You know why? Because there's a man or a woman that just brought that to life at a public venue. that has brought it to life. And now it's a living document. Or a document alive, is what I should say. You know, over 80% of that court is how you act. How you carry the fucking day. So if you think that a document by itself, templated by somebody that you gave $500 to, $10,000 to, $5 to, for free, whatever, if you think that's actually going to do something for you when you don't know how to hold court, I wish you the best. But it's idiocy. It's Big Mac theory. It's plandemic theory. It's jab theory. Everything going on here with this whole plandemic is a reflection of the people. The reflection of all those persons on this land. All the meat suit zombies. Yeah, these guys think that you can go, hey, boom, boom, hey, I got this, man, boom, boom, that's magic, ooh, ooh. You know? Oops. What am I doing to this thing? So yeah, as I've said before publicly, I don't like people, but I do have a heart towards my fellow man, my fellow woman. And I really hate to see people get in trouble. Which is the reason that anytime I've ever seen anybody copy Lentz's documents that he used in 2012, 2013, over his property at court, you know, it just disheartens me. And of course, they figured that shit out years ago, the legal society, and how to just give you a name, give you a new nickname as a disgruntled litigant or whatever the fuck they call persons that are wasting precious court resources, right? So before you can even write a document, you need to know what jurisdiction you're at. Then you can write the document to correct the issue. And yes, the principles, keep it down. Keep it as close to single syllable words. The reason is, single syllable words don't have, it's not so multi-meaning. You cannot derive too many meanings off of a single syllable word. You know, I've even drawn up documents where I'll have words that I believe that I see that could be crossed over to legalese. So what I do is I put an asterisk there, and I'll put it down the bottom of the page, showing the exact meaning of each word that I wish to get across to the court. And you guys know for a fact that the court belongs to who's ever moving the court, right? You do know it's the guy beside you? Oh, I used to piss him off. I stand right beside him. You bet. One time was I asked to move. Is that an order? Yes, it's an order. Okay. I fulfilled that man's order. Did I send him a bill? No, I didn't. I actually liked that guy. He was cool. He was like one of those old wrinkled British justices, you know, with the wig, and he was an old man, and he was mighty. He knew his shit, you know. But he earned my respect. Absolutely, he earned my respect. Not just because of making me move or asking me to move, but you know, we had a good chat, and it was quite a great day. The man acting as prosecutor, well, he didn't have such a great day. No. He didn't gain any respect. You know, these fuckers in their three-piece suit, right, that act as a crown, a lot of them are private, but there's, you know, I had actual, you know, crown attorneys after my ass and stuff. But a lot of the times it's just some law firm hired by the crown to go and act as, because they're all actors. Some are bad actors and some are good actors. Some are bad folks that are good actors. Right? So, anyways, you be careful on those fucking templates, man. I'm telling you. Like, you know, I'm not sure what the benefit is there, you know. Okay, so you need to know the jurisdiction you're at. Sure, look at some other people's notices. The reason when I'm working with somebody, and the reason that I only work one-on-one, is because if say they say there's something going on and you need a notice to proceed you at court. Okay, fine. What I do, yeah, sure, I could just write one up and throw it at you. Like there was one young man, I didn't get his message back. Well, I probably did, but I didn't see his message, and he sent it back to me in April, and Carl was helping him out with something. And so I just coached him on, you know, how to deal with Carl. Make sure you give the guy a fucking donation every time you talk to him, you know. And another story, but I was just, you know, trying to help the guy out on negotiating, or not navigating his way, working with Carl. And the guy ended up taking his lawyer to court. Yes, I do know why. Yes, I do know why. And the outcome, that was to proceed if the man did that correctly. You betcha. I ain't fucking telling you characters, though. Because you're using templates. I'd never tell anybody using a template any of those great, wonderful ideas that, you know, that I've learned over the years. That's why I don't show people how to use, you know, the Queen's Bench, Superior Court, Supreme Court paperwork and walk in and be seen as a man, or walk, you know, appear at court and be seen as a man. Because these guys just fuck it all up, right? But I do show people how when I'm helping them and holding their hand, going through the process of dealing with the one jurisdiction that can see man, right? So yeah, knowing the jurisdiction you're at, you know, sets the pace for the notice you wish to write. Okay, so that's the, you know, the founding of your subject matter. Even though they're all kind of similar, when legal society is coming after you, you know, it's all similar basis, because there's a legal person after you, prosecuting you, pursuing you, and now you have to deal with this fucker, right? And these guys love to use extortion and threats all the time, all day long. So, and there's a way to deal with these cats. So anyways, okay, so the subject matter, you know, and so you want people to notice, you know, they presume there's a person that's going to appear in their court, but there's a man or a woman that will be at their court, appear at their court. Appear just means to assemble, right? So to appear at the court. So your subject matter is you know, letting them know who you are. Number one, they need to know who you are, not what you are, who you are, and so that's the first thing. You know, with me, I'm a legal idiot. I'm not competent to partake in the legal society, nor am I a learned fellow. I'm not competent as to interpret legal code. I'm not a legal code decipher. So they need to know they have a man there, and these are the things. Yes, I do have persons. And yes, I do appear at court in person. But I am totally assembled as the man that I am. A man is not a person, but a person is man. So, I was just worried about seeing the template shit, and, you know, these guys can take it or leave it. I'm sure there's people that'll say some sweet things to you and that, and then you say, fuck Al, you don't know what you're talking about. Fuck that Al, he's just a grumpy old biker. Whatever, I don't care. Right? I don't care. But I care enough to put it out there. Stop using fucking templates. Right? I mean, that whole attitude is what got us into this fucking mess that the whole free world's in right now. You're just looking for miracle cures. You know, miracle food at McDonald's. Miracle this, miracle that. Right? You're allowing somebody else to decide for you what you need. You know, when you need to look inside yourself and figure it out. So I think that's all I had to say about templates. Work this shit out. But if you write a document, it's mind, body, and soul. That's a 3-dimensional document. And it's backed up by a 3-dimensional man or woman. And that's how you bring something to life at court. And this is how you flip a court. This is how you show the court. This is how you change hearts and minds and souls on your fellow man that are stuck in their fucking persons and their titles, that don't know any better. This is how you change the course of a sinking ship. Anyways, have a great day, guys. And hopefully, I'd like to see a purple wave tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see.